Bram here. You're watching Buy and Hold Fundamentals, where you get to watch me look at 20 properties every single day, doing an initial analysis, both for purposes of finding potential buy and hold properties and also as a way of getting to know a market better. We're still working on Carmel, Indiana, so let's get going. And we're back to our routine, which grabbing the address, grabbing the price. As you're probably sick and tired of me hearing or tell you already, we've established that the median market price, at least so far, is 0.65%, and we've been using that to establish the rent ratio and the rent, rather than assuming a 1% rent ratio, also known as the 1% rule. We might want to get that, but at least this market isn't yielding it. And we'll go back for taxes, and they're paying $4,900. $4,900 gives us 433.34 in the red. Minus 434 minus, I think it was 4, wasn't it? Yeah. Nope. It was 3. There we go. And we're off to the next one. Stop moving. Okay. Let's grab this one. Stick the price in, calculate the rent. Shoot. 5,100. Just that we need to put that here and then go here and delete. And let's see what that gives us. Dirty mouse. Let's see. 5,100. And pick up the taxes, which are 74. And we're getting 623 in the red, 3%. 623. Okay. Next. Slurp of coffee. Back for the price. And 700 comes out at 450, not 3, 4. There we go. And let's see what that yields. Taxes 556. There we go. 5,600 minus 480. Minus 480 minus 3%. Okay, next. Grab that price. 24.75. And back to our analysis sheet. 24.75 back for the taxes. $52. And we get 480, 5%. Okay. Scroll that up a bit. And we'll grab that price, stick that in there, calculate. And here we go. Put that in there. 4225. And taxes. There we go. 49. Okay. What did I get? 426 and 3%. Okay. Okay. Let's keep going. Wrong sheet. This is the wrong sheet. Now this pop up. Okay, there we go. That's us. Not like that, but like that. And that gives you 4875. And let's see what that yields. 4875. Back for taxes. 59. Minus 500, 3%. Off to the next one. Grab the address, go to our sheet, stick it in there, grab the price, back here. 68.25. Let's see what this gives us. 68.25. Okay, taxes. 9,000. So what we're really seeing with all these houses that are not making any money, 728, 3%. 728, 3% is identifying a pattern. So what's going on? We're seeing that with a rent ratio as low as it is, we're not creating enough cash flow with all the assumptions that I'm making. And those assumptions include the fact that I'm assuming property management, the fact that I'm assuming 10% vacancy, I'm assuming 10% repair costs, and that's way too much. It should be like this. and 10% capital expenses. So even before we pay our mortgage, we're putting 40% of our income aside to cover expenses. Let's see, minus 766. So how do you make money like that? Well, you need to find places where there is a higher rent ratio. Or you need to find deals where you can buy well below market value, so that even in a market where usually, let's say you buy a $500,000 house for $250,000. That might be enough for it to turn profitable. And I can run that scenario in just a second. Let's finish this guy, and I'll show that to you. There we go. We wanted to do this guy. This 10, 725. Go back for taxes. 11. Because everything that sort of works in this market that we found so far, and there haven't been many, have been because the rent ratio does not match the average. You're losing 835, 2%. Minus 835 minus 2%. So what do we want to look at? Let's say you're paying $250,000 for a $500,000 house. So now let's assume that 0.65 rent ratio, but your it should be 5,000. Okay, so what have I done? I've bought a $500,000 house for $250,000. I'm running rent as if it was worth $500,000. I'm paying taxes as if it's worth $500,000, and suddenly we're making $500 a month. If I change this to $500,000, you're losing. So that's the big difference. Now everybody wants properties like that, so they're not going to come up and bite you in the ass. You're going to have to go look for them. You have to wade through a lot of deals, especially when you're looking on the MLS, before you run into things. Nope, that's not what I wanted. Before you run into things that actually, and I certainly didn't want that. Let's try it again. Before you run into deals that actually cash flow and meet your criteria. But what you really need to do is assume, or rather count on the fact that other people are lazy. So a lot of people are looking for easy deals. That's where they're going. So you go for where the difficult ones are, and you're going to have a lot less competition. There we go. 2, 6, 9, 8. Let's go back for taxes. And 4,600. Minus 425, 4%. Okay, let's keep going. Back to dimensions. I was looking at the map a little earlier, and pretty soon we should start hitting lower price houses. So we'll start to find, we might, I mean, I don't know, but we might start hitting things that are more interesting. But it's all part of the process, especially when you're starting out. First time you're looking at a market, do yourself a favor and go through absolutely everything. 9,400. Okay, and that gives us 782 and 4%. 782. Okay, next. There we go. Do that. Right, hold on a second. Okay, now let's see what we get. The asking price, our estimated rent, back for taxes, 12,000. And we're losing almost $1,000 a month. 959, 3%. Minus 959, minus 3%. Okay. There we go. Let's do that. And I'm going to pause for a second. I'll be right back. And I'm back. I have to go preempt my dog pissing all over my carpet. Okay, so I was about to do this one. 675 times 0.65% gives us 438 in rent. Where does that take us? Okay. 4388 over there, and let's go find the taxes. 5,300, not 40, 53. 457, 3%. 57 minus 3%, and we're on to the next one. Okay. That's going to come out more or less the same, unless we find that the taxes are different. Let's see. 40. No, but we're going to assume that they're the same. There we go. Let's look at this one. That fly is going to die a horrendous death after I finish recording. I don't know if you can hear it, but it's driving me absolutely nuts. What was it? Yeah, 7,000. And we're losing 597. Minus 597. Oh, that's going to take me there. 4%. Okay. On to the next one. There's two of them. And they're competing on who can take a closer pass at me. Let's see what that gets us. That's 3, 4, 7, 7. And that gives us what? I'm going to guess negative 3 or 4% cash on cash. And let's find out what the taxes are like. And we don't, so we're going to assume 1%, which is there we go. Minus 476. 476 minus 4%. Okay. And let's continue. Now we're almost at the end of another row. Okay. Oop. There we go. Let's see what that gets us. And back for our taxes. Not that. That one. No. Hold on. Wrong sheet. Still the wrong sheet. Oof. Not this one. Okay. Not this one. Okay, so let's just minimize that. There we are. Is that us? Yes. Where were we? Taxes. Taxes are coming in at 46. $361, 3%. Let's do this guy. Put him in here. 435 times 65. 2, 8. 2, 8. 2, 8. 2, 8. Okay. Taxes. 39. Minus 364, 4%. Minus 364. Okay. And we gotta figure out the rent for that. 490 times 065, 3185. Go over here. Stick in the asking price. Stick in the rent. 38185. Go for taxes. And we have, there we go, 3,900. It's still the same, 359 minus 359 minus 4%, 3%, 3%, 3%. And last one for today. Let's do this guy. Put him in here. Grab that. That gives us what? 3,900, which we'll take over here, and 1, 2, back for taxes. No taxes, so we'll assume, sorry. Assume 1% of the asking price, 523, 4%. 523 minus 4%. Okay. There you go. Another 20 properties, another week, which means we looked at a whole 100 properties this week. I'll meet you tomorrow for the Saturday summary and see if we can pull anything intelligible out of all of that data we gathered this week. Maybe there is something there that's interesting. I'll see what the data tells me. I've been Brahm, and you've been watching Buy and Hold Fundamentals. I'll see you tomorrow.